Dino, it's the healer, fire base with Dea. We've only got one life to live, so don't waste it. One love to give, can't replace it. Your deepest fears, yo, just face it. No time to gaze. Tell them say weep. We not go both, we go eat and weep. We not go kiss them feet, no. We are stand up straight and up on the fire in them face. Tell them say weep. We not go both, we go eat and weep. We not go kiss them feet, no. We are stand up straight and up on the fire in them face, yo. Cause you're no better than another man. Mr. Politician and Mr. Government. Dirty Babylon, he works, them a carry on, them a fi reap that one day, yeah. Cause you can kill a revolutionary, but you can't stop the revolution, whoa. And you can kill a freedom fighter, but you can't stop the fight for freedom, no. We not go both, we go eat and weep. We not go kiss them feet, no. We a stand up straight and up on the fire in them face. Tell them say weep. We not go both, we go eat and weep. We not go kiss them feet, no. We a stand up straight and up on the fire in them face, yeah. So we a read out the ancient scripture and follow Haile Selassie last. We a lead out the youth in with young to Ethiopia, the land that I love, yeah. Oh, we not follow the block of them unjust, yeah. Oh, why and I live upright and stay conscious. Tell them say weep. We not go both, we go eat and weep. We not go kiss them feet, no. We a stand up straight and up on the fire in them face. Tell them say weep. We not go both, we go eat and weep. We not go kiss them feet, no. We a stand up straight and up on the fire in them face, yeah.
Livalect the healer. I wanted to understand from you what really got you involved with the music industry.
Well, you know, music, I see it as a spiritual practice and a therapeutic process. So everything stems from that, and the whole goal is just to make a connection, you know, a human connection through the musical vibrations, and you know, to spread uplifting, positive messages, and just to reinforce that type of energy within the world. That's my main motivation.
Absolutely, and especially for the young people. I know you do some work with young people also in the education system.
Yeah, well, I mean, to me, that's the most important work, is working with the next generation, because we have so many issues, you know, right now that a lot of us don't even know how to solve. So hopefully the next generation will be able to shed some light onto that. And there's no stronger way to connect with young people than through music.
Absolutely.
Because it just gets them excited in a way that other things don't.
Yeah, music drives us, it drives all of us. And I actually wanted to get a chance to talk to you about the flag that you have behind you. The green, gold, and red. Can you tell me your connection to that?
Well, you know, a lot of my inspiration in my life purpose comes from the teachings of Rastafari and my exposure to them, you know, in Jamaica, as I spent some time there and just speaking to people and getting the knowledge and the understanding of the whole philosophy of Rastafari. So that's something that motivates me, it gives me guidance, and it helps me to make sure my message is staying pure. So that's always my inspiration.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. We're going to go ahead and listen to some more.
Only got one life to live, so don't waste it. One love to give, can't replace it. Your deepest fears, yo, just face it. No time to gaze, yo. Cause you can kill a revolutionary, but you can't stop the revolution, whoa. And you can kill a freedom fighter, but you can't stop the fight for freedom, no. We not go both, we go eat and weep. We not go kiss them feet, no. We a stand up straight and up on the fire in them face. Tell them say weep. We nah go bow, fi go eat and weep. We nah go kiss them feet now. We a stand up straight and up on the fire in all them face, yo. Well, Dino bow. Fire base now bow. Rastafari now bow. I listen, I see, I Marcus Garvey now bow.
P, can I get open? You know it. You know that I'm about to get open. You know it. Is my flow wetter than oceans? You know it. Well, I'm about to show it, and this is how it's going. About to get open, never close it. Got my man AP on the track. You know it. Focus on what we all about. Quote it, not a unit, but we linked up for the project. Let me dive right in with my right hand, man. Tell them they don't understand when I begin plans to invest in his plans. Gotta push away the fans that be claiming they friends. Of course, there's some girls that be lagging. I'm jet lagging on them too. What do I do? Whole crew is cute, all their moms too. Hey Miss Parker, how do you do? Woo! Have my mind wandering back to the money that these niggas wandering. I don't know what's wrong with them. Must be your generation. Well, that's somewhat interesting. Why? Well, because we learn from you. Problems with authority, trying to get a hold of me. Never fighting with my hands, killing with my poetry. You ever try to battle me? You're a goner, then I'm gone. Ghost, peace, sayonara. AP, did I get open?
You know it. A squeeze, can I get open? You know it. Hey y'all, can I get open? You know it. Well, I'm about to show it. It's by the time I blow it. Boom. Can't imagine all the shit I'm on until this God meets God. Who would've thought we would've made it this far? Funny and ironic how these hit chickens hating so hard. See me shining with my black skin. Y'all can all kiss my back end. We just came for the purge, you know. Me and my black friends, I'm grounded, but I'm about to go off. Word of me blasting, and for me, I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. He who shall not be named, I come with two faces. Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my God, goodness gracious, get scared. Just kidding. Y'all don't gotta fear, but as long as we here and I live it, ain't nobody asking me questions. We clear, yeah. And I do it sumo wrestler, big, extreme. Can you dig it? I'm just trying to get open like I run a business. We here eating. My mama worried about washing dishes. Shenron's with firemen, commence your wishes. Never ending, long lasting, gotta finish. I guess my only worry is if I did it. A squeeze, did I get open? When Darby, did I get open? I'm AP, I hope I got open. I kick a super fly style, and not all y'all know it.
AP, did I get open? Hey Jeff, did I get open? Thanks y'all, I hope I got open. The name's L Squeezy, and now I'm about to close it.
What's up? L Squeezy.
I'm AP,
And you're tuned into New England Jams. Shout out to Hollywood Sultan
and Miss Johnson.
It's not time to separate. The youth will unite and live real and they expect the population to sit back, kick back and just relax, burn down. Good boy, you're the connection. Presenting positive messages, yeah. And they expect the population to sit back.
All right, now, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the Q&A here with Jimmy. You guys have a couple questions. Any artists that are out there that haven't had a chance to get onto New England Jams, make sure you email. All right, not playing around. So I got a couple questions for you.
All right.
All right. So El Queasy, he wanted to know, what is the most effective way to build an audience for a new artist?
For a new artist to build an audience is, the best way to is go to showcases. I know sometimes you got to pay for it and stuff, but that's the way you get known, by the A&Rs, and along with that, more than that, the promoters of the place. Because if you're nasty, they're going to bring you back and pay you to come through. And second of all, in order for you to also get noticed, obviously, social media. That's like the number one thing right now. But you know, just for presence, for people to see, like someone like me, you could have millions of views, and I'll check you out. But then I really want to go check you out and see how you do your draw, your crowd, how your movement is, who you're coming with, who you're rolling with. Are you rolling dolo or you got a team? You know, all that matters if you have a movement or not, you know?
Absolutely. Many times you'll go to a concert and you'll find out that there's no audience there for them.
Exactly.
And yeah, they're great on social media, which is the drive.
Because a lot of people buy stuff on social media so they can be up there.
We've got the next question for you. And this one is coming from Livalect. He is a conscious reggae singer. What are the best sites and avenues for promoting music, and how can one go about getting a video on those sites or channels?
Right now in this era, it's kind of weird. Music has changed. Not a lot of people like conscious music, which is so weird. For my era, it's all about conscious. If you say some garbage, people are like, what? Right now, it's just about the hooks and dances, it seems like. For a reggae artist, you know, I manage Junior Reed, so I've seen Junior Reed struggle too because he's a conscious artist. Like, people love when Junior talks about murder this, murder that on hip hop songs, when he really talks about like One Blood and like the conscious stuff that's out. People kind of fall from it, like the younger cats. So it's a little tricky on the reggae scene compared to the hip hop scene. You know, hip hop scene is kind of like, I think, easier than the reggae scene. Because reggae scene is hard to break in, because if you're not known as a main person in the reggae scene, you're not really going to break into it.
Absolutely.
Compared to the hip hop scene, you could be a young guy coming out with some money backing you and you're popping. But reggae, you have to get that respect in the game. You don't want to just put your music into like anywhere, like, you know, like MTV.com, BET.com, that's great and everything. You know, especially if you get interviews from like Jack Miller and different things. But more than that is, you got to spend money to get to where you are, and if you're gonna spend money to get your placement on videos for shows, TV shows and stuff, make sure you're putting in the right one. As a reggae artist, you're not gonna put it into Hip Hop DX, because to them they're gonna be like, okay, that's cool.
Not their crowd.
You want to put it into your crowd, like Reggae Reflection and stuff. Like, you want to put it into the sites that's gonna actually touch your crowd. You gotta get your money together, because you can't just do one video and say, oh, I put all my chips into this, and then your next video comes like 6 months later, or your next single, and then you're already starting fresh. If you look at all these artists that's popping, they're all over the radio because they're paying for the radio, but they're staying relevant. They're coming hits after hits after hits after hits after hits, because the money they make, they're throwing it right back into music. Some artists, with the money they make, they spend it on themselves. Oh, I'm getting a nice whip. Oh, I'm getting all these fly clothes. The real artists, when they make that money and flip it right back into their marketing,
Absolutely.
right back into their next video, their songs, until they keep doing it and doing it until they get bigger shows, and then they can start flossing. But that's what differentiates the big people from the small people, the bigger minds and the small minds, investments and non-investment, long-term, short-term.
Absolutely. And one thing that I want to make sure we do, not on this episode, but maybe on the next one, is talk with you about how musicians can in fact invest in other businesses.
Oh, of course. Musicians.
We'll talk about it on the next one.
Okay.
You guys make sure you stay in tune for that. So
That's huge.
That's huge. Mariah, we actually got a chance to get her question on record.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let you take a look at her asking the question for you.
Okay.
What's up, Jimmy? All I really wanted to try and figure out was, I mean, last episode you stated that, you know, you're supposed to have a crew and a team who's, you know, really involved with the industry and yourself to try and, you know, get you to where you want to be. And I have a team. I have family, friends, you know, even artists and producers who will back me, but they're not necessarily in the industry. And I wanted to know how somebody from the industry would, you know, take my talent and keep going with me instead of, you know, broken promises and things of that nature. So, you know, I've had lots of offers where it hasn't really stuck around and people have backed off, but, you know, it's really hard out here, I'm sure, as you know. But yeah, I just want to know how I would find somebody to stick with and somebody who would stick with me.
All right. Well, first of all, before you work with someone, do your research. Find out what they're doing, what they're about. Talk to their people around them. You know, make sure they got a good name. They didn't burn anyone. Because streets talk, especially in this game. The industry is really small, so everyone knows each other. So if you mess up, everyone's gonna know about it. If you mess up on the show, you beat someone, everyone's gonna know about it. Now it's up to you to deal with that person or whatever, you know, because you're a grown person. And second of all, when you work with someone and things aren't going right, don't blame everything on that person because it's your career. It's not really that person's career. That person's career is to put people on. And they got over 100,000 people reaching out at them. So if they're working with you,
and you being one of them,
yeah, let's say I'm working with someone, but someone's giving me a lot of problems. Just little things like yep. Oh, why not here? Da, 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 da. That's not really gonna help me to push you, because I got other guys and other girls that's hungry, that's doing it like, hey, I'm on the newspaper. Hey, I'm on this. Hey, I'm on this.
they push what they are doing.
Something like that I see that I'm like, oh, I could invest in that. I could throw some money here and there where I know it's gonna go somewhere. Compared to someone that's like, I got all the talent in the world. I should be next. I should be blown up. I should be on TV. I should be this. I'm the best. If you are the best in everything, why aren't you there already?
Absolutely.
Right? And to find the right people to give things to that's not gonna burn you, you can't necessarily say that no one's gonna burn you because everyone has a different meaning of being burned.
That's true.
Like I could work with someone and I could put my money towards it and actually get this thing moving, but then that person could have another idea where I don't feel comfortable, where I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. That doesn't even seem right. I mean, why would you go that way when the blueprint's right here? So when that happens, and I'm like, damn, I'm just gonna waste money, wasting time, then I fall back. Then they can say I burnt them. Well, I'm pretty sure no one will say that about me yet.
No one's saying that about Jimmy Kang.
Not yet. So I got a good day so far. But no, but it happens a lot in the industry because I meet a lot of artists and that I manage and stuff, and they'll be like, oh, my last record label burnt me. My last manager sucked and didn't do anything. And then I look at their BDS, how many spins they're getting. I look at their sound scan, see how many they sold. And then I look at it like, damn, you only sold like 1,000 like units. Like, who's gonna invest in you? Second of all, the label dropped you because you didn't sell enough. They didn't burn you, and they didn't market you because you didn't market yourself. Once you start marketing yourself and you get the buzz, the label will get behind it. If you don't have a buzz, the label's not gonna push you because there's no point unless they have an objective to make money off you short term.
Absolutely.
No.
And for you, Mariah, I know we had a discussion about you having your own independent music, but you're doing a lot of cover music also. Like Jimmy's saying, you have to be able to sell your product so that you can make money and reinvest that. So that's one thing I want to let you know. You should really put a lot of attention and focus into, and any of you artists out there,
And-
make sure you're selling your music.
Yes, and Mariah, if you have a big support group with your family and friends and everything, have to start coming to all your shows, merchandising, have your fans wear your t-shirts, you brand yourself like Nike did, like Def Jam, Wu-Tang, everyone. It's about the branding. So Mariah, you have to brand yourself before you can even take off. So when anyone says Mariah in New England, they just say Mariah, like, who, Mariah? Oh, isn't she the same? Oh, I know, I heard about her. That's how you know you're clicking. If you say your name, you don't even have to say your last name. If you say your first name, they should already be like, oh, I know this person. I think that's her. Da, 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 da.
Exactly.
And once you get that buzz, then you get a whole team around you. You can't blow up by yourself. You have to have a team. You have to have a support group. Everyone that's supporting you, like you said, give them a position. Have one of them be your manager, have one of them be your promoter, have one of them be your social media person, have one of them be your merchandising person, have one of them be your street group, Give them jobs and then have them find people under them to push you.
Absolutely.
And that's how you're going to get known and blown up.
Wait for them to find you. That's a very good
Yes.
point.
And it's not all about business. You have to have personal relationships. It's who you know and what you know.
I absolutely agree.
You have to have both. You have to know too, because a lot of people are like, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Nah, it's like it's who you know, but once you get to that person, you better know, because if you don't know it, they're gonna be going to the person that recommended you to be like, yo, why'd you give this bozo, like Sean Price would say, why'd you put this bozo next to me?
And speaking of musicians, Mike Favata, his question. I wanted to make sure for every episode we actually had a musician in there. As a musician in a computer-driven generation, how do I stay relevant?
All right. With the computer-driven revolution, stay relevant right now is very important, and it's kind of like, it's like a double whammy, right? Because back in the days you had true followers, but now you could buy followers.
That's true.
And if you don't buy followers nowadays as an artist, even superstars and all them, they all buy plays, they all buy spots. And if you don't think that you have to buy spots to blow up, you're absolutely wrong. Even Jay-Z, 2 Chainz, all them, they have social media people that sit there every day working on everything. If someone puts bad comments, they have someone erase it right off the bat.
So Mike, you might want to go ahead and look into investing some money into promoting yourself.
The best way to promote yourself is, you're right now is a social media.
And I'm going to piggyback a question for you also. Because he is a guitar player, he mostly works or is comfortable with a band. Mike, I didn't say this to you, but I really think it's time for you to maybe step away from your band and do your own thing.
Well, this is what you do, Mike. You stay with your band and have your band thing, but on the side what you should start doing is playing guitar on different tracks, producing some songs, talking with engineers, going to all the studios and asking the studio engineers like, hey, if anyone needs a guitar player on one of their tracks, let me know so I can get on. Because Mike, once you do that, your name's everywhere. People will be like, wow, this guitar riff is crazy, and they're gonna be like, yeah, this kid Mike. And you get to be this icon of a guitar player for all these producers and all these artists that needs a guitar riff or whatever they need, little strings or something on their production. And on top of that, you do a sound, you do a split, so you're getting paid off publishing, performance rights, everything. And that's the most important things a lot of people forget about, is getting their splits and getting that on paper. Because some people, they'll just do it and the song blows up and it's too late for them. Because a label already picked it up and they're like, too late.
Yeah. Make sure you got your contracts in order. So I want to thank you.
I want to thank you too, Britannia.
And where can people find you? What are they supposed to be tuning into and listening to regularly now?
You can check out Woo World Radio on your iPhone, your Android, any phone. Woo World Radio, it's an application. You can check out wooworld.com. You can check me out, or you could Instagram me, Facebook me, Twitter me at Jimmy Kang, Jimmy Kang 1. Hit me up.
Thank you. All right.
And catch me every month with this beautiful lady right here.
You all are tuned into New England Jams, and make sure you reach out to any of the artists that are on here. Make sure you're watching, make sure you subscribe, make sure you find out more about Jimmy. If you have any questions, if you want to get on, make sure you email newenglandjams@gmail.com.
And make sure to support Britannia, and people like her is the one that's gonna make this community and this world happen around us with the hip hop, rock, reggae, any type of music. Someone like her is someone you guys all need and appreciate, because not a lot of people are doing things like this to help your careers out.
Absolutely. Oh, and let's not forget exclusives here in Worcester. They are having in-store events. They are allowing artists to actually come here, hop on the stage.
Yes, we got a runway, we got a DJ booth, we got speakers. We made it so we could do in-store signings. We already have artists come through like Capadonna, Spliff Star, Ricky Blaze. Different people are always coming through to do in-stores.
All right.
We talked about that.
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces. Peace.
Check the It wasn't nothing like that first time I seen her when she walked by. Long hair, clear skin, and the fat sat beside her on the bus. She laughed at my jokes. I always gave her grief when she pulled out a damn smoke. Started off so innocent, she had a vibe, and your girl started digging it. I was a youngin', straight caution, just trying to play it cool, and I admit that I was trying not to drool. When I seen them thighs on her, and the lips on her, and the lips on her, got me daydreaming, man, what? Thinking how she kiss on it, if she licks on it, if she feels on it, makes it hard for me to stand up. As time goes by, my attraction's getting deeper. Wet dreaming, thinking I'm smashing, but I'm sleeping, I want it back. I ain't never been obsessed before. She hit me up and said, you ever had sex before? Yeah. I know when that hotline ring, I can only mean one thing. Yeah, I ain't never did this before, no. See, I ain't never did this before, no. Yeah, I know when that hotline ring, yeah, that can only mean one thing. See, I ain't never did this before, no. Yeah, I ain't never did this before. Of course I had sex before, knowing I was frontin'. I said I'm like a pro, baby, knowing I was stuntin'. If I told the truth, I knew I'd get played out, son. Hadn't been in pussy since the day I came out one. But she don't know that, so she done rolled back and told me, oh, you a pro, shorty? Well, I need you to show me. My mom is gone for the weekend, so Saturday, maybe we can get to freaking. That's when my heart started racing and my body started sweating. Baby, you the one that makes me out of love. Thinking on your body look naked when we playing on the bed. Baby, I ain't never gonna let up. Roll back, yeah, honey, sounds like a plan. So tryna play it cool, tryna sound like a man. That I was scared to death, man's in the stomach turn. Talking all that shit, showing them while I'm a virgin. Cause I know when that hotline ring, yeah, that can only mean one thing. See, I ain't never did this before, no. Yeah, I ain't never did this before, no. Yeah, I know when that hotline ring, yeah, that can only mean one thing. See, I ain't never did this before, no. Yeah, I ain't never did this before. You used to call me on, yeah. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when I blink, yeah, that can only mean one thing, yeah. I know when I blink, yeah, that can only mean one thing, yeah.